Hi, everyone, and welcome to Silly Girl affiliated with Temple of Heart Awakening Love. So, tonight we're going to talk about a new trend called California Sober. More and more people are moving away from drinking alcohol and choosing other options. No hangover, no addiction, no regret. Why are people choosing mushrooms over martinis? What if your next night out left you feeling better the next morning instead of worse? What if you weren't borrowing your tomorrows anymore? So let's talk about your toxic ex. His name is alcohol. You said you'd only have two. You had seven and a taco and maybe some pizza in the middle of the night. And then you woke up at 3 a.m. Googling, did I text somebody I shouldn't have? And then you spent Sunday on the couch watching reality TV and hating yourself, stuffing your face with greasy food, other hangover remedies, just feeling like garbage. So raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by a hangover. All of us have, I'm pretty sure. So alcohol is that friend who promises a great time, but it steals your serotonin and it borrows your tomorrows. So let's play an interactive game right now. The Hangover Hall of Shame. So raise your hand every time you've been there. There's no judgment here. Hey, Jennifer.
Hi.
So we're in this interactive game called the Hangover Hall of Shame. We're talking about how people are moving away from drinking alcohol, moving to using mushrooms and other things instead. So we have the 3 a.m. anxiety spiral. Who did you text? What did you do? How did I behave? Right? Then the I'm never drinking again oath that you break every weekend. The mystery brews where you have no memory, no explanation for what the heck you bumped into. The shame scroll. What did you do? Did you look through your text? Did you look through your messages? What did you say? The Sunday couch hostage. Your productivity zero. You're laying around. You're eating a bunch of garbage and you feel like crap. And then I wasted my whole day regret spiral, and only to do it again the following weekend when you convince yourself, oh my goodness, this is so much fun. If you've raised your hand for more than 3 of these, alcohol owes you an apology. She never apologizes, though. The science is ugly. So what alcohol is actually doing to your brain, and it's not pretty. It's a neurotoxin. It kills your brain cells. One heavy night of drinking can reduce your REM sleep by 24%. And you need REM sleep to refresh your brain, to settle your thoughts, to keep your brain in control. It increases cortisol, which is your stress hormone, by up to 50% the next day. Regular drinking shrinks the hippocampus, your memory center. It squishes it down, makes it smaller. And it's a group 1 carcinogen, so it's like asbestos. So it's classified in the same category as asbestos. And if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what does. And I'm not saying necessarily that drinking is the worst thing ever, and I don't want to be all doom and gloom, but it is not great for you, just to be fair. So you're not alone. The world is waking up. 49% of Americans plan to drink less alcohol in 2025, and that carries into 2026 as well. 30% of more people participated in Dry January. Gen Z drinks 30% less than millennials did at their age. And $30 billion is the value of non-alcoholic beverage market. You may or may not have been aware of this, but some distilleries have actually shut down production of alcohol because the demand is diminishing to such an extent that they don't need to produce any more alcohol right now. I just read this in an article the other day. Companies like Jack Daniels, et cetera, are reducing the amount of workers they have, and they're stopping production because they have such a backlog of alcohol because people are moving away from alcohol and moving into other things. The sober curious movement isn't a trend, it's a revolution. So enter the shroom, your brain's new best friend. What it does not do, it does not give you a hangover. You never text your ex or anybody you don't want to, and it never steals your Sunday. What it does do is grow new neural connections, so your brain works better. It reduces anxiety and depression, and it can make you feel like yourself again. So psilocybin has been used by humans for over 10,000 years. They have actually incidences of it in the pyramids. Alcohol's been ruining Sundays for about the same amount of time. So alcohol's been around a long time as well. What psilocybin actually does to your brain, and the science is wild. It promotes neuroplasticity, so you can grow new brain connections, rewire old patterns. A single psilocybin experience can reduce depression by 71% for up to 6 months. Psilocybin-assisted therapy reduced heavy drinking days by 83% versus a placebo. Psilocybin actually activates your serotonin receptors, the opposite of alcohol's suppressive effect. And psilocybin has zero lethal dose in humans. You literally cannot overdose. You cannot. They think that the dose is somewhere around 50 pounds, but they haven't proven that to be true because you can't actually eat 50 pounds of anything. The main event is alcohol versus mushrooms. So the morning after, instead of having headache, shame, regret, you have clarity, gratitude, insight. You don't kill the neurons in your brain because it's a neurotoxin like alcohol. It grows neurons. It actually increases neuroplasticity in your brain. Addiction risk is super high with alcohol, and mushrooms are considered basically non-addictive. Mental health worsens. It causes anxiety, depression, lack of sleep. Mushrooms actually reduce anxiety and depression. Social vibe, loud, sloppy, blackout, out of control. The social vibe is present, connected, and intentional, while you still can laugh and have a great time. The regrets on the regret-o-meter is many, 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 many with alcohol. I'm sure we all have had a night out that we regret. There are rare to no regrets when you're taking shrooms. So the final score is mushroom 6, alcohol 0. It's not even a close race here. But I just want to have fun, is a lot of people say, so you can do better. So girls' night out, you get giggly, you get connected. There's no drama. You actually remember the conversations you have. On date night, you're present, you're open, you're genuinely charming, no liquid courage needed, and no sloppy behavior. Concerts and festivals, sensory delight, music sounds better. You won't black out before the encore. And the best version of you at a party doesn't need liquid courage. You just need the right medicine so you can show up as your authentic, beautiful self. The solution is one of many. I mean, there's many. There's kava, there's kratom, there's hemp products, etc. But we have Psily bears. So your night out, your future self will totally thank you for. So we have a solution here. When you use Psily bears, what we suggest you do as a part of our sacrament is you start with 1 to 2 bears. This is your opening dose. You wait an hour or so. You allow the medicine to fully open before taking more. And then you just keep that glow going. You don't want to take them every day. You just take them in a rhythm, or you can take them as a microdose because they actually taste better. They're chocolate. You can do 2 days on, 1 day off. You find your rhythm. You can do it as part of your morning ritual as well. So the legal containers, we are affiliated with Temple of Heart Awakening Love. It's a 508c1a nonprofit religious organization. It operates as a private membership association, and it protects your rights to religious freedom and privacy. So we have reverence, not recklessness, and this is a medicine, not a party drug. We hold the container so you are supported before, during, and after, and it's pure and intentional, and it's sourced with integrity and love. So if you want to make a switch and you want to talk to us, here are the ways you can get in touch with us. Jen@silygirl.com. 517-862-6671. You can shoot us a text, and yes, we actually respond, or go to the Psily Girl website and check us out. You can join our PMA for free. It takes 2 minutes, and you can order Psily bears by any of these contact methods. So as more and more people are leaving alcohol behind, maybe this is an alternative, and maybe something else is an alternative, or maybe doing nothing is an alternative, but reach out to us for more information.